De l'autre côté, c'est lui. Voici Nachbi de l'autre côté. De l'autre côté. Together.
Guests. I'm Scott Elfline, Student Government President of Miami Community Senior High. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance as our Chair, TC, presents the colors. I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for our national anthem, performed by Killian's nationally recognized symphonic band, under the direction of Mr. John Bixby and our chorus, led by Mr. Nicholas Doso.
Friends and distinguished guests, on behalf of Miami Killian Senior High School, the administration, the faculty, and staff, I welcome each of you to our 40th annual graduation commencement. At this time, I would like to introduce our special guests that are on stage with me today. First of all, we have the school board chairperson, Mr. Agustin J. Barrera. We have the Deputy Superintendent for Business Operations, Ms. Ofelia San Pedro. We have the Assistant Superintendent in the Office of Professional Standards, Ms. Maria Teresa Rojas. We have the Regional Center Superintendent for Regional Center 5. We have Mrs. Janet S. Huff. Finally, Administrative Director, Regional Center 5, and the Killian Senior High Feeder Pattern Line Director, Mr. Carlos E. Fernandez. Once again, I welcome all of you who are gathered here today to share in this memorable occasion.
Our first speaker this morning is Oh Chen, Killian's class of 2007 salutatorian.
Good morning, faculty, students, parents, relatives, and friends. I spent the past weekend at Dateland endlessly debating how to be as inspirational as possible. How to put together a memorable string of anecdotes, quotes, and untried metaphors, blended with just a pinch of humor. I couldn't quite figure that out, so you have to endure hearing about me for a little bit. Some of you know me, many others of you don't. Maybe you know my name or my odd reputation. Maybe you've seen me in the halls with headphones on, dodging security guards and administration. You've possibly even seen me filming with a Rubik's Cube and thought, what a nerd. For me, high school has been a monotonous adventure, a trying time to find identity in routine days. With every prose analysis I wrote, I embraced my creative, sarcastic self. I took assignments and made them raps. I coined politically incorrect terms and called myself a writer. I enjoyed every moment of subtle outlet where I screamed for independence. At the same time, I rebelled in the esoteric ways that I could. I spent my junior year wearing red shirts every day. And then this year, on a day when seniors were supposed to wear red, I wore purple. I wrote admins to rhyme in couplet, or in the style of Edgar Allan Poe, eager to differentiate myself from the attendance office.
Hello?
How trivial, you must think, to put effort where no one really cares. The most important thing to me, though, was that sense of individuality. If I were just different enough, I could be distinct among so many tremendous students and people. Yet, in my quest for individuality, I've become just a numeral in the classical number system. I had a hidden agenda, picking academic classes that didn't quite interest me at first. I relegated education to an important section, instead of my primary motivation. Our inquisitive nature's children became replaced by a Darwinian struggle for achievement. Efficacy, that sense of inner accomplishment that we find in the pursuit of knowledge. It is what we should strive for. Tomorrow, you venture forth, done with high school, but do not let that stop your acquisition of knowledge. I challenge you to strive for even loftier education. The student who graduates today and stops learning tomorrow is uneducated the day after. We stand today on the precipice of greatness, with uncertain features, but certain accomplishment. We stand tall, decorated, proud, and ridiculously good-looking. After years of struggle, we look into the future for some kind of footing upon which to take our first steps into tomorrow. We remember high school. We remember 4 years of being chased by security guards, 4 years of Spartans, of calculator games, of crowded hallways. We remember grad night and consider ourselves lucky our bus didn't break down. We remember prom, and the fact that the food wasn't half bad. And now we remember graduation, and we really wish we could fling our hats into the air. But what really is graduation? Webster's dictionary is way too far to get, so I defined it as the best damn day of our high school lives. Graduation is that moment that will be with us forever, when we simultaneously peer forward and backwards in time. It is a time when we stood luminous in a field of brilliance. Our adolescence gets tacked on a wall, and we call it our throne. We descend upon the workforce like hippies to a tree. Tomorrow, you pursue degrees. You flip burgers, you run companies, you build bridges, you defend your nation. You become entrenched in your own routine. Jump out of bed, grab your Starbucks, go to work, yell at your boss, sleep on the job, go home, and jump back in bed. Right now, you are all looking into the future, wondering what you're going to be doing in 20 years. The truth is, getting a prestigious job should not be your destination. You should not grow up and have your life revolve around a 9 to 5. You should not just pursue the 6 figures that follow an 8-year college stint. As a first-generation Asian American, I grew up ready to go into one of the 3 Asian American career stereotypes: medicine, science, technology. Instead, I found quixotic goals: like becoming a world-renowned ping pong star, or even the next Yao Ming. Find your passion, and when you have a firm grasp on it, do not let it go. At the end of the day, you and I are still just players on the stage, and in the midst of sound and fury, you forge your own destiny. Finally, I would like to share with you the words of William Ernest Henley, which have inspired me throughout high school. Out of the night that covers me, black is the pit from pole to pole. I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears, looms but the horror of the shade. And yet, the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Before I go, I would like to thank my parents for their continued support and motivation. I would also like to thank all the parents out there who have raised the wonderful children I had the pleasure of going to high school with. And the administration, the head of the operation. We know you're watching through the cameras. And lastly, I would like to extend appreciation to my teachers over the years, who have lent not only inspiration, but countless hours of reading our boring essays. Thank you all, and congratulations, class of 2007.
Who are you? How will history remember you? And what is your greatest regret? 3 years ago, someone asked me a life-changing question. What would you do if you were not afraid? The question smashed into me like a giant rock, and I could barely breathe. I realized that I'd been living my life in fear. I was afraid constantly. Afraid of others hating me. Afraid I could not meet the challenges people threw my way. Afraid of failure. And most importantly, afraid of getting hurt. For days, I wrote journal entry after journal entry of what I could do to eliminate my fears. For weeks, I planned my actions for my future. And then, on the last day of summer before my sophomore year, I began to cry. I took my journal outside and ripped those pages into millions of little pieces. You see, in that journal were hundreds of excuses for my actions. In that writing, I convinced myself it was okay to settle for less than my best. And on those pages, I told myself that I could eliminate my fear of others hating me in one way, and in one way only, by holding myself back. If I was not the competition, there would be no jealousy. And if there was no jealousy, I would not be hated. If I never tried my hardest, I would never have to fail. If I avoided love and did not allow myself to trust, I could never get hurt. And in this one instant of panic, I finally understood one thing. My greatest fear and my most immense regret were one and the same. I feared myself. I was afraid of letting myself go. I did not allow my heart to trust. I refused to take on challenges, not because I did not believe in myself, but because I did. I had allowed myself to be intimidated by those who told me I could never do it. I had allowed myself to believe that I could never reach the goals I had always attempted to reach. I steered clear of obstacles because I was afraid that if I failed, I would have to admit to everyone and to myself that I was indeed not good enough. And when I ripped up that journal, I set myself free. In the words of Nelson Mandela, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We're all meant to shine, as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other automatically and raise others. Changing my life was not easy. I learned what true friendship was the hard way. I broke my face time and time again in the classroom, on the soccer field, and with my peers. One spring break, I sat at my dining room table, truly broken. I was falling apart. I was exhausted from the work I had been doing, tired from dealing with the pain of a life lesson on disloyalty, and painfully trying to cope with the death of my beloved teacher, Mr. Shiloh. My mother sat down next to me and took my hand. I looked up at her and realized that there were tears in her eyes. She said, "Naya, I know it may not seem like it, but everything that has happened to you has happened for a reason. God has big plans for you. You are meant to be great." And as she walked away, inspiration leaped into my soul. So now, I shall tell you all the same thing. Everyone in this room is meant to be great. Everyone in this room is unique. Believe in yourselves, because if you do not, nobody else will. Never limit yourselves to meet the expectations others have created for you. Never give in to stereotypes. Set impossible dreams, because failure is not something to fear. Failure should be embraced. Fall down 1,000 times, but pick yourselves up 1,001. March to the beat of your own drum, no matter how you make it to it. Walk through every hallway with dignity and pride, no matter how many people try to yank the rug out from under you. Hold your head up high, because there are people who would love to see you fall. Never be influenced by petty gossip, and do not reduce yourself to the levels of others. Realize that life is not determined by a single failure or by a solitary success. And if you do this, you will always have honor. And with honor, you will always be the world's greatest success. Understand that bravery is standing up in a room full of your opponents and loudly and clearly declaring your beliefs. And dare to soar. You'll never see the stars if you're always looking down. I have one regret, and one regret only. I do not regret spending hundreds of hours on soccer fields, even when I was told that I was just a freshman. I do not regret the thousands of tears that fell due to malevolent rumors and fake friendships. I do not regret the hundreds of pages I printed within my mind during AP Euro. I do not regret always standing up for what I believed in, no matter how much controversy those beliefs caused. I only wish one thing. I wish I had realized back when I was much younger than I thought that regrets are completely pointless. Mistakes are meant to be made. Each and every flaw in your life has molded you into the person you have become. Each and every painful event has created your character. Learn from your mistakes and learn from the mistakes of others, but know when to laugh at yourself. And in the end, you will realize that the only thing you regret is regret itself. Value your teachers and your counselors and anyone who blindly cares for you for no reason at all, other than just because they want to. To Mr. Hunty, Ms. Hancy Pants, Mr. McGrizzle, Mr. Innes, Ms. Farber, Mr. Kaus, Ms. Farkas, and Brucey, thank you for always putting up with my craziness. In Hunty's case, I don't know how I put up with yours. I admire the great passion you all show every day, and I admire the sincere dedication to your students. To Ms. Davis and Ms. Conkling, thank you for loving me like a daughter, always truly caring, and for never allowing me to steer off the right path. To Mr. Hurtler, Ms. Robbins, and Mr. Dewhurst, thank you for all the work you always do. You're truly incredible. And to Mr. Wiseman, I love you. Thank you for supporting me even in my moments of insecurity and for being just as crazy as I am. I wish I could take you with me next year. Remember your friends and love your family, because without them you would be nothing. To all of my teachers and classmates, from chemistry groups to my English class, to those of you who have known me since my Calusa Elementary or Vita middle years, and to all my fellow soccer and badminton players, thank you for making these last years incredible and for dealing with my insanity. To my cousins, Liz, Chris, and Stash, thank you for allowing me to learn from your experiences and filling my life with thousands of laughs. To my Fiat, thank you for being incredibly supportive and being the best cheerleader in the world. To my Theo, thank you for never allowing me to quit, for being the best coach I could have imagined, and for teaching me to always stay hungry. You have made me the soccer player I am today. Cameron, thank you for always being by my side and for pushing me to achieve my wildest dreams. Nona, thank you for always being blatantly honest and telling me the things that I know are true but never want to admit. Baba, thank you for being patient in my most difficult moments and for making me laugh when I didn't even want to smile. Your faith in me has lifted me up and given me wings. Thank you, Mama, for being strong when you knew I could not be, listening when I needed to talk, and for speaking when I could not find the words. You are everything I am and everything I one day hope to be. Savo, you took every one of my battles and made it your own. You are my best friend, and you are my lifeboat. Thank you for always setting the bar insanely high, and for then boosting me up to reach it. And thank you for teaching me the true meaning of courage. Fellow Cougars, do not allow yourselves to look at the back at the past with disdain, or at the future with dismay. The friendships you have made in the last 18 years will never disappear. The memories you have created with the people around you will always be engraved in your heart. so allow new people to get close, but never stop reminiscing. Now I will ask you once more, who are you? Who am I? I'm a student, I'm a soccer player, I'm a sister. I am a best friend and I am an enemy. I am a jock and I am a nerd. I am a daughter and a niece and a cousin. I am a Greek warrior and I'm an American kid. I am a teenager and at the same time I am a woman. I am a girl who was once afraid. I'm a young lady that was once influenced by titles and once affected by stereotypes. And I am a human being that was once plagued by fear and once plagued by regret. Who are we? We are seniors. We are lawyers and teachers and businessmen and doctors and politicians and astronauts. We are athletes, musicians, lovers, friends. We are cougars. We are college freshmen. And we are the future. Embrace that future and achieve wild success. But never, never forget your roots. Do not be afraid of yourselves and of your dreams, and do not waste your time on regret. Go down in history for being the best you can be, always. Class of 2007, I cannot be prouder of you. Never forget the Cougar blood running through your veins. Congratulations.
Good morning again, parents, graduates, members of our community, and distinguished platform guests. It is with great pleasure and humility that I address you as the principal of Miami-Killian Senior High School. I am honored to be part of the class of 2007 graduation ceremony. I would like to start off by thanking the relatives, the members of our faculty, the dignitaries, and of course, our fantastic senior class for being here today. I especially want to thank the parents for, without their tireless work, patience, and perseverance, this graduation would not have been possible. Parents, with each and every diploma that I hand out today, there is a recognition that you have earned some part of it. I know that your senior would want me to thank you on his or her behalf for not only being parents, but also for being friends and supporters through the good times and through the bad times. Seniors, let's have a standing ovation for your parents. Come on! Get up! Come on, get up, everybody! Thank you. You may be seated. I want to take this opportunity to thank two very special individuals that are on stage with us today. First of all, Mrs. Janet Hupp, our Regional Center Superintendent. Your support, Ms. Hupp, is greatly appreciated. And secondly, I want to thank Mr. Carlos E. Fernandez, Administrative Director for Regional Center 5. I appreciate, Carlos, your trust and support. In the past few weeks leading up to graduation, I have had occasion to meet with many worried parents, students, counselors armed with calculators and course credit analyses. Ed Forsman was a self-made millionaire by the age of 26 and is a former United States congressman from 2 different states. He tours the country as a motivational speaker, and his definition of worry is the following. Worry is nothing less than the misuse of your imagination. All of you should be extremely proud of yourselves and of your accomplishments. Despite all of your concerns, and yes, all of your worries, you made it. Congratulations, and give yourselves a hand, because you made it. This graduation marks a milestone in the lives of all of the graduates sitting before me today. I applaud you for completing the difficult journey through childhood and adolescence. Some of you in this auditorium were not expected to graduate today. However, you defied the odds. You have overcome the sometimes long and arduous difficulties that characterize the high school years. You have triumphed over countless obstacles that you have faced. The Roman poet Horace once said, Adversity has the effect of eliciting talents which in prosperous circumstances would have lain dormant. The trials and tribulations that you have faced provided you with the experiences that many others are lacking. These trials have helped to shape you into the young adults that you have become. In fact, these same trials have brought out your best features and abilities. There are many notable talents in our student body graduating in this class. We have accomplished athletes, scholars, and performers. Our graduating seniors have achieved excellence in the classroom and on the field of play. At the beginning of every day, during the morning announcements, all of you know that I delight in highlighting the accomplishments of our students, be they academic or athletic, individual or group awards. Everyone is recognized. I will take license at this time to recognize the accomplishments of this graduating class, and here's what they're credited with. Killian has a Silver Knight winner in music and 2 honorable mentions, 1 in athletics and 1 in social science. We have had 5 National Merit finalists and 1 National Achievement Scholar. This year, we're proud to have a National Merit Scholarship winner. Our band program continues to be a model of excellence, with the marching band, concert band, and jazz band all receiving superior ratings this year. Our technology and FPLA students also earned trips to statewide competitions. Killian's chorus and orchestra traveled to New York, performing at the Heritage Festival and receiving national recognition for their outstanding performances. They've been invited to go back next year to the Gold Festival in Chicago. Our science and ESE students won the Tropical Fairchild Gardens Challenge, not for the first year, not for the second year, but for the 3rd year in a row. The members of this graduating class have earned over $5.25 million in scholarships. I'll say that again. They've earned over $5.25 million in scholarships. They have taken over 1,600 advanced placement tests. Our law program has had an exceptional year in competitive events, surpassing any other high school in the state. Our We the People team won the district, then won the state finals, becoming the only high school that represented the state of Florida at the Nationals in Washington, D.C. Our boys and girls volleyball teams made district regionals and state semifinals. Killian is the district champion in boys basketball. We're very proud to have the female scholar athlete in Miami-Dade County. She, of course, is our valedictorian. We have had 12 athletes make first team all-county. Many of our athletes will be attending college on scholarships. They have earned over $350,000 in athletic scholarships. Many of you took full advantage of your high school years, capitalizing on every opportunity, and now you reap the rewards. From Columbia University to Harvard to George Washington University, Killian graduates will attend colleges and universities throughout the country. Seniors, you will look back upon the time that you have spent at Miami Killian Senior with fondness. Cherish the days that you spent here at Killian Senior, because the unique circumstance of you together as a senior class will never happen again. As you prepare to close the door on this chapter in your young lives, some of you may feel nostalgic. Remember the words of Helen Keller: when one door closes, another door opens. But we so often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the ones that are open before us. I urge you not to be discouraged by closed doors, and there will be many in your young lives. Keep looking forward and keep looking for those opportunities that present themselves and run towards your dream. I wish you love, health, happiness, and much success. And then I want you now to repeat something, seniors, that I say every morning at the close of the morning announcements. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Have that cougar day or not, the choice is yours. Thank you very much.
Dave Penniman, Jacqueline Perez, Leland Myers, Laura Rincon, Roger Robinson, Andrea Rodriguez, Anissa Rodriguez, Joshua Swanson, Gladstone Solomon, Louis Joseph Chiva Westing. Jennifer Villaranga. Andrea Watson. Michael Welch. Kendra Wellman. Mark Weston. John Whitaker. Tanzania White. Justin Wilson. Frank Deck, Connor Tatum, Nicholas Alcantara, Amanda Schreiber, Joelle King, Aaron Moore, Michelle Bradshaw,
Leslie Hernandez Pine. Hillary Hirsch. Gaetan Joseph. Shirley Miranda. Michael Jonathan Montesinos. Keith Glenthorpe. Richard Menard. Jennifer Levy. Chantal Indiana. Ariel June. Jennifer Gonzalez. Sarah Carlos Lopez.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Francisco Vega, and I'm proud to say that I'm the 2007 senior class president. So what does a person say to hundreds of seniors waiting to graduate, clutching their diploma covers and willing to just burst out of this arena and embrace the rest of their lives? Frankly, I have no idea. But I have given this some thought. I got a haircut yesterday. Yeah, Julio did a fine job cutting. Most of you probably didn't notice, but don't worry, I won't take offense. To you, a haircut may just be 20 minutes of awkward conversation with your barber, while you stare at how funny your hair looks during the process of the haircut. Luckily, my barber is content with just listening to the rumble of the trimmer. Yesterday, this silence forced me to think, since all I could do was just stare at myself. As I stared into the mirror, I reflected on the past 4 years of my life. I didn't think about the hundreds of hours of calculus homework that Mr. Ennis gave me, or the pain I suffered through swimming practice. I thought about all of you. I thought about every single person I have encountered, and that has influenced my life in one way or another. I smiled. Throughout my high school career, I have learned a great deal. Not only from lifeless textbooks, but rather from everyone around me. For example, I have learned the importance of paying attention. Paying attention to Mr. Green's lectures allowed me to really understand literature. Paying attention to the kind actions of others at community service events has made me aware of the good in this world. Also, I have learned to be more appreciative. I would have never been able to enjoy grad night had it not been for all the people that volunteered to push my wheelchair around when I sprained my ankle. I would have never been able to step in front of all of you at the senior prep rally had you not cheered me on. I appreciated all of this. In conclusion, my experiences at Killian have not been highlighted by the 3 separate alarms I set at 6:15 every morning, or the hours I've spent cramming for exams, but rather by the people I have seen every day. Had it not been for my friends who I spent homecoming and prom with, football players that I saw win a state championship, and teachers who inspired me to try my hardest, I would not be the person I am today. I would love to thank each and every one of you, but that would mean we'd have to go through the roll call again. I don't think the audience would like that. So I'm forced to only mention a handful of people. Mom, Dad, your loving support and sacrifice have not gone unnoticed, and I owe every breath I take to both of you. My sisters, Adriana, Alita, Edith, you are all a part of me. Without you girls, I am nothing. My Aunt Janelle, your courage in the face of adversity has inspired me to never give up and to be a great man. Mr. Ennis, you made me love math. No matter how much effort you gave, I will always remember how much you made me love math. Your cowboy boots and earring won't be forgotten either. Mr. Dewhurst, you helped me realize the importance of organization. If I hadn't seen how organized you are, and how you run every Killian event with impeccable grace, I would be less organized than I am today, which is a scary thought. Miss Galen, your ability to cope with my inability to do complex physics problems has really boosted my self-confidence. Your kindness and willingness to teach physics really helped me in high school. Mr. Hunt, Mr. Green, Dr. McGraw, and Mr. Dela Cruz, your endless knowledge of your subject area captivated me, and I always enjoyed hearing you speak. Mr. Rodriguez, thank you for your support of the 2007 senior class. We wouldn't have been able to do anything without you. If I am to leave you all with one thought, I would like you to all know that your future is like a haircut. You can shape it any way you want, but you need the tools to do so. The people that you surround yourself with are those tools. They will help shape your future. So pay attention to them, appreciate them, love them. You are all in control of your own destiny. So class of 2007, as a great space explorer, Buzz Lightyear once said, to infinity and beyond. Thank you.
Seniors have met all of the requirements as set forth by Miami-Dade County Public Schools and by the great state of Florida. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare you graduates of Miami-Dade.
Bye-bye.
Awe. Iba patata. Awe.
The administrators, Dr. Shirley Hale, the assistant principals at Racket School, Ms. Vergano, Mr. Weatherspoon, and Mr. Hidalgo. Staff and faculty who are here today, Mr. Bixby, Mr. Goffman, for their hard work. And of course, the teachers that helped us out. Thank you very much. And Mr. Hank Dewhurst, party planner extraordinary.
The action sila.
I think some people did. Yeah, not as much as this. Actually, in my mind, no.
Nous sommes maintenant chez Sheila. A beautiful house. Slim à l'entrée. Beautiful flowers. The weather is bad, it's very windy. No sun. Entrance to the house. Sheila. This is the backyard. Oh, mango francisque, mango francisque. Beautiful cotton. La bonne Micheline est en train de repasser mon pantalon.
Il m'a fait que ça pendant son séjour.
Sheila chilling.
Yeah, I'm chilling. That's right. Chilling. Baby back ribs.
Ouh, j'aime.
Pourquoi tu peux for more ribs, Tony Momas?
Non, mais ça.
Oh, I didn't have. Oh, it's good.
Mon dernier côté pour les spare ribs. Non, ribs, spare ribs.
And then half of the process will start the base of the sauce. Turn into the oven, low and slow, 2.
Bella!
Ah, c'est bon. Tu vas quitter Nobela. Tu vas quitter Nobela. Et tu viens de voir quoi c'est là? Moi-même, pas besoin d'avoir un avion du tout là. Vous parlez à côté.
C'est dans ces balles, il faut que nous comme nous voyons dans le son.
Je vais m'envoyer le commun parce
Parce que
que.
il y a une petite tu vois ça. Il faut il y a pas de
Maman qui musique qui n'entend pas.
une clap mais même quand il va tomber passer dedans, on va faire danser les balles ça.
On va virer.
Oh, on a viré. Non, c'est des virés tellement. Qui ça?
Nachbi monte.
Côté colo. Le soleil là, c'est comme il y a un peu
Bon.
Il faut faire attention pour que le plat fasse son menton.
Shorty didn't quit, there was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing. He couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He couldn't doubt it, he couldn't understand it. He planned it, just the first kick flip, he landed. Labeled a misfit, abandoned. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stop that.
Jamais que tá certo. Ai.
There's something that sucks you in right here. Sucks you in.
Eh.
Sayang balde posé la vaisselle.
They got 1 minute to go. Now you can take my son and multiply these keys 10 times over the day you find this more. I am the reason why Christ turned me okay.
I need to cut my eyelash.
Yes, it did. Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
We got that friend, you know, Ben.
Rien, mais le bat fait. La pluie, il pas bat fait. Bon, il suspend une hier, mais il était contre bat fait sérieusement. Il était contre bat fait assez. Yeah. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, chérie? Nachbi, tu n'as pas été prendre les choses pour les tati? L'homme t'a fait noir? La plante, tu n'as pas été prendre pour les tati? Il faut prendre avant qu'il soit plus facilement. Hein? On va prendre un gros couteau. Oh?
Let me try. I'll use it again. Again? How much for Madden?
Oh, change le chapeau. Stéphane, c'est joli ton chapeau.
Put it on. Chrissy, let's go on your feet. Put it on my head first. Put it on. You put it on. And go under water. And come back up. Go under water and try to come back up. Without touching it. Whatever. With it on your head. When I get back up, I can touch it. What? No. Go ahead. And then you guys, if you follow me,
Nous sommes maintenant chez Colette, chez les Joseph. Jean-Max arrangeant les fleurs dans le jardin de Colette. Entrée principale. La voiture de gare. La voiture de Jean-Max. La voiture de Sheila. La voiture de Colette. Et la voiture de Patrick.
Quand tu arrives là, tu dois appeler ces enfants-là.
J'aime vraiment cette cruche à l'entrée.
All right, welcome MTV. All right, New York, welcome to my crib. Welcome.
Colette et Patrick. Beautiful. Patrick chilling. Colette au four et au moulin. Colette backyard. Jacuzzi.
She voted on an issue, the war, in an entirely different direction than she would had she known then what we all know now. Satisfaction as positive as it seems to me to be the one that is the most common sense.
Position every month. This had 5 different positions. She was born against withdrawal. She was born against running off funding. She was born against the long tables. So she's been all over the president.
And paper steak.
Do nothing weird. She's like, come on, pick it up. Please, do it. Come on. Do it. Come on.
I got. Hi. Jimmy. Hi. Chrissy. Hi. Si tutu.
Non,
Hi, hi.
Mais du choisir au moment que nous voyons.
Les gradués. Bibi and Gaetan. Hi.
Share?
Nachbi, you want me? No.
Which member of the family? Yeah, contact. Yeah, how
Vous prenez pour Balileo.
Não pode também.